The movie begins with the crying llama.
Being born as an emperor that caught anything he wanted that turned into a llama. His name is Kuzco, born into incredible wealth and influence, an emperor that does whatever he wants, whenever he wants, and however he likes as the most powerful man in the land.
So when he bump into the old man fly away la.
Your Highness, please pick your wife. Your breath stinks, you like star signs, and your name is Karen. And you have herpes.
Or I will kill him.
Oh, she mad. Even the girl behind her like, girl, you crazy, you won't get us killed. Then comes Pacha, a cutie patootie wholesome guy who was cool to see the emperor. But the emperor's advisor, aka Wrinkly Granny, with a sugar baby Kronk, has been running the country behind the emperor's back. Can I please have some food? We're starving.
Ha! Too bad, brokey.
Okay.
Take him away. Why do poor people stay poor?
Hi. I don't pay you to do my job. You're the advisor.
I'm sorry, Your Highness. I didn't mean to.
You're fired.
Fired?
And just like that, she loses her job.
But then where will I go?
That's not my problem. Bye, old lady. Do you want to get fired? Then go get the snack. Go get the snack. Wrinkles leaves mad, Kuzco says come in, and Pacha comes through. He then brings him to a table that shows a mini sculpture of Pacha's village and asks Pacha to show him the best view. Kuzco says that's all he needs him for, as he will build his summer getaway home there, leaving Pacha homeless. And when Pacha objects, he gets put in his place and sent back home.
Oh, he the homeless.
It is interesting the movie puts Pacha as a green flag and Kuzco as a red flag, and that Pacha so happens to wear green and Kuzco wears red.
Meanwhile, the Granny Wrinkles wants revenge and plans to kill the Kuzco. So they go to a secret lab and decide to kill him with poison while he eats the dinner.
So Big Daddy Kronk gets the dinner ready, brings the poison out, and Kuzco arrives. Honestly, I'm surprised Kuzco is still alive and wasn't poisoned sooner, judging from how he's been treating others. Like he made Wrinkles lose her job and still decided to get dinner with her and thought nothing bad was gonna happen. Don't emperors usually have their own food testers in case the food or drink is poison? He's then given the poison but smells something burning, so Kronk runs back for spinach puff but then forgets which drink is poison because he's a silly Billy, so he makes all 3 glasses poison. Kuzco drinks it and Wrinkles and Big Daddy doesn't. Then Bro collapses, and as they celebrate, Bro comes back to life. She's like,
What the hell? And Bro turns into the llama.
Kronk.
Hit him.
More salad? Doing. With Kuzco knocked out, turns out Kronk brought llama serum instead of poison. As Big Daddy is then ordered to kill him by throwing his body down the river. And as the body prepares to drown, Kronk is such a cutie patootie, he switches up last minute and decides to save Kuzco. Now unsure what to do, he ends up dropping the body, which lands on Pacha's cart, and when Kronk tries to find the body, he lost sight of it amongst the crowd.
Poor daddy.
Pacha then takes a long journey back to his village with Kuzco's body in the cart. And when he arrives home, he has a loving family with 2 kids and a pregnant wife. Oh, my man Pacha getting busy and don't know how to pull out.
Daddy, look, I got a wiggly teeth.
Knowing they're now homeless, he decides not to tell his wife and contemplates outside. He notices the bag move and discovers an ugly llama and freaks out because it talks, but quickly realizes it's Emperor Kuzco as Kuzco gets calmer and finds out he's an ugly-ass llama. He then blames Pacha for everything, in which Pacha denies, but then believes Granny Wrinkles, the Granny Wrinkles, will turn him back human, meaning he still has no idea it was her that did this. He then orders Pacha to take him back home, but Pacha refuses and says he will only take him back in the condition that Kuzco builds a summer getaway home somewhere else. Oh yeah? So Kuzco decides to go himself, and although Green Flag warns it's dangerous, Bro continues anyway. And along the way, Bro encounters a squirrel.
Oh, for me? You're too kind.
Teehee? Psych, man, you acorns.
Ow. And then receives the karma right away la.
Surrounded by sleeping jaguars, the squirrel gets revenge and tries to wake him up. No.
You don't want my acorn?
Pow!
Ha!
Oops. As Kuzco gets chased and trapped.
Pacha tries to be the Tarzan but fails as they fall, and when they're in the water, they fall again la.
Kuzco is then passed out, and when homie checks on him, he goes, ugh. And the homie gives him the kiss of life.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, if Disney weren't woke and this film was made in 2023, the reaction would have been very different. Kuzco would be like,
oh, Pacha, let me give you some.
But yeah, Kuzco says he won't change his mind and will still destroy Pacha's village.
So poor Pacha gets sad.
And during the night, Ugly Llama gets cold, but Pacha keeps him warm because he's a genuine good guy.
Kuzco sees this and realizes he's an ungrateful, selfish, arrogant piece of llama shit.
As his funeral is then held back at the city as Granny Wrinkles becomes the new emperor. Just curious though, when Wrinkles was getting fired, there was a third person that saw all of this, and the very next day with the emperor pronounced dead after firing Wrinkles, shouldn't this dude be a little bit suspicious and have an idea how this might have taken place? So when Granny enjoys her new life, Kronk tells her the truth that Kuzco is still alive because our cutie patootie can't tell a lie.
Oh, he's such a cutie, can't tell a lie. Aww.
So Wrinkles demands they find him at once. The next morning, Kuzco treats Pacha a lot nicer and says he will build a summer vacation home somewhere else.
But the Pacha think he's lying and asks to shake on it.
And just like like that, Pacha trusts him again. And as they head back and get really close, while walking the bridge, Pacha falls and Kuzco says, "See ya, loser, I'm still destroying your village." Pacha can't believe he was tricked, as I can't tell if this dude is plain dumb or too good for this world, or both. As this film does teach us the sad reality of kind people, that there are people who see kindness as weakness and will abuse it to take advantage of such kind people. And when bro makes it to the other side, he literally comes back to make fun of Pacha, so he gets hit with karma.
I need the fat punch only for them to start the fighting, which results in the bridge collapsing. Ayya.
Then by working together and with plot armor and ignoring the laws of physics, they get back to safety. But suddenly when Pacha starts to fall, Kuzco saves him and flexes a dancey dance. Bro is shocked as we find Llama Boy might actually like him, as they then take a longer path. Meanwhile, Granny Wrinkles struggles to find Kuzco, but since Kronk can speak fluent squirrel, they learn the llama's whereabouts and head in that direction. And as the two lovers continue their bromance, they stumble upon a restaurant that states no llamas allowed. Hey, yo, why is my boy Kuzco looking at this man like,
You can give it to me, Pacha Zaddy.
Anyway, they discover the restaurant and Kuzco plays the role of Pacha's wife. I know the scene was used for comedic humor back then, but it's wild to think that if this film was made in 2023, then it means Kuzco has transitioned and identifies as a woman. But yeah, Kuzco wanted to talk to the chef and
Yacht! God damn, Llama man, he got that ass.
Wrinkles and Kronk then arrive at the restaurant as Pacha then finds out they're trying to kill Kuzco. Kronk notices Pacha but can't remember how he's seen him before. Pacha then drags Llama, the chef quits for whatever reason, Kronk then becomes the head chef, and we see a humorous exchange between the llama and Wrinkles unaware of each other. And when Wrinkles gets somewhat sus, she gets distracted and Kuzco gets taken outside. And when Pacha mentions Kronk and Granny, Kuzco thinks he's saved and thanks Pacha for helping. But when Pacha tries to stop him, the llama then thinks Pacha wants him to wander around forever so he can keep his village, so he tells him to get lost. And when Llama reaches him, he learns the truth that they were trying to kill him all along. Yo, look at his face. That's the face of realizing I have no friends, I've been betrayed, the homeless green flag was right, and realizing the world doesn't revolve around me. Kronk and Wrinkles heads off, Llama still can't believe it and cries for his daddy Pacha.
Daddy?
And when he finally gets close to home, bro gives up and accepts his new life as a llama. Kronk then remembers Pacha took the emperor in his card and tells this to Wrinkles. Wrinkles?
What?
Meanwhile, Kuzco tries to live with the llamas and humbles himself to eat grass in agony, then finds out Pacha came back for him and forgives him despite what had happened. So Llama cries and says he's sorry. And as they continue, they find out from locals Wrinkles and Kronk is at Pacha's house. Granny then chats with Pacha's wife while trying to find Kuzco, as Kronk plays jump rope with the kids. The wife then sees Pacha and leaves the Granny to hear about the situation. He asks her to distract him so they can go to Granny Wrinkles' lab and turn Kuzco back to human.
So she does just that and lock them in the room. Ayya.
But yeah, comedic scenes such as these made me feel nostalgic of why I enjoyed this film growing up as a kid. And as they race to see who gets to the lab first, Pacha and Llama arrives to find the human serum, but Wrinkles arrives first.
You want some of these? No! It's my knife.
Oh, thank God. She then orders Kronk to kill them, but the cutie patootie talks to himself and can't.
So the grandma says he can't cook and hates his cooking, so Kronk switched teams but still loses to the power of Wrinkles. And they fight for the human serum, but Granny mixes it and now Llama confused la. The guards come, they take all the serum and Pacha turns them into what we Asians like on the Korean barbecue. Llama then turn into turtle, then the bird, then whale, then the llama again. What the hell?
And when it finally comes down to two serums, Wrinkle does the kung fu, which results in an explosion that turns Granny into a cat. And I ain't gonna lie, she got a glow up for real, for real.
So the pussy still fight, which makes the Pacha fall, and because the pussy is stupid, it also falls too. Pacha then gets saved by Llama.
As the cat just won't die and bounces back on a trampoline. Pacha and Kuzco then works together to get the serum, but Wrinkles takes it, laughs at her victory, then gets smashed by Kronk, which lands back to Pacha and Llama Man drinks it. Fast forward to the present, Kuzco apologizes to the old man for throwing him as the old man doesn't seem to care. Pacha is still worried about his village, but Kuzco says his village is a dump and will move somewhere else. And with Pacha happy, he recommends the hill right next to his village. So bro moves in right next door as they enjoy the new water slides and have a good time. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the story of how Kuzco ended up cheating with Pacha's wife. The end. Nah, I'm just playing.